This is Gagan Girotra, IIT Roorkee class of 2000, and I am Calcutta class of 2005. Welcome to this People Plus video on picking the odd sentence out. Now I present 6 jumbled sentences which I've picked from this newspaper, right? So you may want to pause the video here and take a minute to read all of them before we continue the discussion. Okay, I hope you've read these sentences. Now what we are going to do, okay, is we are going to start summarizing these sentences, okay, because you see, unless you summarize and get to the real meaning of these sentences which are, some of them are longish in nature, we will not be able to figure out the crux of what the author is talking about, and also we need to figure out the flow, because with the crux and the flow in order, that's when we'll be able to pick our odd sentence out. Alright, so let's summarize this first sentence. It says, it is also a fact that neoliberal economic forces and rightist forces led by the BJP RSS combined are interested in turning India into a surveillance society. So the first sentence I've summarized as, so there are two things, right? Two things. The first, neoliberal economic forces. The second, rightist forces led by BJP RSS combined. Now A and B are trying to turn India into, right, a surveillance society. So these are the three key things in this sentence. All right, let's move to the second sentence. These objectives can be achieved by an organized assault on the ideologies of socialism, liberalism, feminism, social justice, equality, freedom of expression, cultural freedom, secularism. Now, while this sentence is fairly long, its structure is fairly simple if you think about it, right? So what this is saying is that these objectives can be achieved how? By organized assault on A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, right? So what this sentence is very simply saying, these objectives can be achieved by organizing assault on 1 to 6. All right, let's look at the third sentence. The political party in power has failed miserably to address the issues concerning people. Okay, so this is a fairly straightforward sentence. There's not much in there to summarize. So party in power has failed miserably to do what? To address issues concerning people. Okay. Fourth sentence. Moral and cultural policing, misuse of force with involvement of police, attacks on universities and colleges are tools with which assaults on students are organized. All right, so if you notice that there are three things here. First, moral and cultural policing, that's A. Second, misuse of force. Okay. Third, attack on universities and colleges, that's third. These are what? A, B, C are what? They are tools to assault students. All right, so this fairly longish sentence is actually A, B, and C are the tools to assault students. All right, fifth sentence. It has weakened democratic institutions, which has led to restlessness. Okay, so I don't know what it is. It has weakened democratic institutions and which has resulted in restlessness. So this is a three-step thing. Whatever this it is, it has weakened democratic institutions, and in turn the weakening of democratic institutions has led to restlessness. Sixth sentence. These forces are trying to replace class politics with identity politics. All right, so these forces, they are also trying to replace a certain kind of politics with another kind of politics. All right, so now that we've summarized all these 6 sentences, I think it's time to try and figure out the flow of this paragraph. Now, if you notice that this sentence, the party in power has failed miserably, this is a very, this is like a mother statement. This is like a very, bird's eye view of probably what the author is trying to talk about. I would think that this is a fairly good sentence to start a paragraph with. Okay, so let's assume that this is the beginning of the paragraph. Now, if party in power has failed miserably to address the issues concerning people, then Let's see if there's any link to the second institutions. Okay, it has weakened democratic institutions. Okay, so it, what could be it? It could be party in power. It could be it could not be objectives because this is plural. These forces is also plural. So it looks like it is talking about party in power. So most likely there is a link between the third and the fifth sentence. Okay, so party in power has failed miserably to address issues concerning people. It has weakened democratic institutions, which has led to restlessness. Okay, then let's look at these objectives. Okay, uh, can we find any objectives here? Okay, this looks like a good objective. These forces are trying to replace class politics with identity politics. Yeah. Then this also looks like a good enough objective, right? So A and B are turning India into a surveillance society. So this 1 and 6, they look like good objectives for the sentence number 2, right? So there's another link. Probably 1, now because it says also, so most likely the sentence number 1 is going to be followed by sentence number 6. And sentence number 6 is most likely going to be followed by sentence number 2. All right. So let's see if we can rearrange them to make sense. All right. So when I rearrange them, it looks like this. Yeah. So the political party in power has failed miserably to address the issues concerning people. It has weakened democratic institutions, right? So it means the political party in power. Okay. It is also a fact that A and B, led by this combine, are interested in turning India into surveillance society, and these forces, right, are also, so also and these forces being neoliberal economic forces, rightist forces, right? So there is a clear link between 1 and 6, and both of these are objectives which lead me to number 2 sentence to follow the sentence number 6. All right. So if you notice that these sentences, they form a very clear flow. Okay. Now what about the sentence number 4? Now you may say that, you know, sentence number 4 is talking about moral cultural policing, misuse of force. These are, you know, a certain kind of tools. Now yes, while it may be a part of the same, let's say, essay that the author has written, but clearly it is, you know, not something, the attack on students is not something which forms the part of the current flow. The current flow is talking about political party in power doing something, then you know, these forces and these forces combining to do X and Y, right? And how are these being achieved? These are being achieved by assault on A, B, C, D, E. All right. So what we can figure out is that the sentence number 4 is the odd sentence out of these sentences. Thanks for watching the video. You can give your feedback in the comments section below. Please click the like button if you thought the video was helpful. For lesson updates, you may subscribe to my YouTube channel People Plus, or you may read my blogs at peopleprep.com, or you can directly connect to us through our Facebook page @PeoplePlus, or you can email to me at gagan@peopleplus.com. Thank you.